Making friends this morning. Now tomorrow our nation will take a day to honor war veterans and those who have served our country's military. An ideal time to talk with our next guest, who is a musician and a philanthropist, and many of our viewers will know, Tom Jackson, and hoping to empower Canadians to take action, come together, and put an end to war. He joins us this morning to talk about this initiative. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, welcome to you.
It's great to see you, and this is my first time having met you, so I'm happy to dig into some new material. Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We'll make it official. Now your new album, it's called Ballads Not Bullets. An appropriate title for what you're hoping to accomplish. So what message are you hoping that your fans and listeners will get out of Ballads Not Bullets?
What we're trying to do with not just the album, but the first release, which is called I'm Not Saying, I'm Just Saying, is to get people to mobilize just delivering a message. We want to deliver a message of peace. We want to have people go to our balladsnotbullets.com website, post a selfie, a peace sign, and make a statement, because we believe that if we're capable of uniting people in one voice, we are capable of creating a consciousness around the globe, not just locally, around the globe, to talk about peace. Because I honestly believe that we can, individually and collectively, change the world and make it a better place if, in fact, we are committed to action. And it doesn't take a lot of action. It just takes commitment, you know.
A commitment in that small step, and in that regard, individuals can make a difference.
Yeah.
Every little bit counts.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. We had the privilege of being involved with food banks over the years, because, you know, we are involved with the Huron Carol. And you wouldn't think that one person could do it, and admittedly, it's not me. It's not just one person that does this. There's a lot of people that are engaged in the movement around the Huron Carol. But over the course of 27 years, we've raised over $200 million in cash and food services.
Incredible.
And it is. That's the good news. The bad news is, and I say this often, the bad news is I still have a job. Right? There's still a lot of work to do. I heard the other day that there's 25% increase of people who use food banks, and close to 40% of those are children. And that's just not acceptable.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, it just isn't. So we have to do something about that. I mean, if we care about our future, if we care about our children, if we care about our friends and our family, then we need to really step up to the line and, you know, put it out there.
And in 27 years, having done the Huron Carol, what sort of developments and changes have you seen over the last 3 decades?
Not a lot, but my world is more Band-Aid oriented. You know, I'm trying to keep people alive. I know there are greater minds out there, and there are great initiatives out there to change the course of history. But my job really is the Band-Aid guy. You know, I'm not that smart that I can change the course of history, but I am smart enough to know that if I go to the food bank and help out, but that's going to make a difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there a piece of the puzzle that gives you hope, that gives you light in these experiences working on Huron Carol and this new project?
There is, and it's in the eyes of children. That's what gives me hope, and to understand that we do have a future. And if you look into the eyes of a child, you'll understand that it's a bright and brilliant future. But we have to protect that future.
Certainly. Are there outstanding moments for you, those children, those eyes that you've looked into?
I think most recently I was involved with We Day. So I spoke to 16,000 young minds at the Saddle Dome, and it was hugely inspiring. This is all about and I don't really want to sound holier than thou, because again, it's not about me.
Right.
But I have been privileged many times to have the presence of brilliant minds. I was the chancellor at Trent University for 4 years. So every convocation, I had the opportunity to, here, let me show you. Stand.
Oh, we're standing?
Look at this, right?
We're hugging?
I got to say them. I got to tell them I love them.
Oh, wow.
That's the difference.
And a
for
hug
me.
that you take the time
Every
to
time.
spend the time.
That's you know,
Well,
it's
thank
easy,
you. We've gone from a handshake to a lingering hug here this morning, and looking forward to, of course, Huron Carol, which is celebrating 27 years. It started in 1987, and this takes place December the 18th. Proceeds, of course, going to the Calgary Food Bank, Jack Singer Concert Hall, 7:30 p.m. More information on our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. Thank you for sharing time with us this morning.
You're welcome.
And a hug as well.
Ballads, not bullets.com.
Peace sign, selfie.
Peace.